Eilish O'Dowd. If you kick this goal 15 metres out straight in front, you can play round one.
You think the 4 points are up for grabs today. So a big opportunity for these two teams are underway in Canberra. It's going to be the Giants who head forward early, bursting out of the middle of the ground and having a couple of bounces. The shot on goal for the first of the afternoon is an absolute ripper. And it's a new recruit in Eilish O'Dowd on debut. Oh my goodness. How incredible was that?
She was running at speed with defensive pressure on her tail and then had the poise to slot it from 30 in her first passenger play ever.
Yeah, there it was, the fastest goal in AFLW history. And here she is, Eilish O'Dowd. Welcome and congratulations.
Thanks very much.
History with your first touch, how brilliant.
Yeah, not bad. Can't complain.
Kind of surreal and weird as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was an amazing feeling, just getting my debut for my first game against the Bulldogs, and yeah, the opportunity to get to play was just phenomenal, and yeah, what a debut. I was delighted.
And I love the little challenge to get you, you say you're going to be given the opportunity to play in that first game with the kick as well. Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. I kind of had told myself, just keep everything simple. It's a new sport, lots of, I'm going to make mistakes, just keep everything really simple. And I just went out and did the complete opposite. Bounced the ball. And
So you got your opportunity to play in your debut game, but how did you get the opportunity to come out here and start playing AFL?
So I've been playing Gaelic football since I've about 4 or 5. A lot of Irish would be playing Gaelic from a young age. And just last year, so I won the All-Ireland last year with Dublin. And
there you are.
yeah, and I got, I suppose, an agent from Ireland reached out to me and asked me if I had any interest in playing AFLW, and yeah, grabbed it with both hands, and here I am.
When you moved to the Giants, you also have the all-time fastest 1.6 kilometre record as well. Is that one of your biggest strengths in the game, is your running game?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, and that was the same in Gaelic. I would have taken part in athletics throughout the years. So I always did track and field and cross country with my sisters, and my mum and dad would have brought us to all the athletics competitions. So that really stood to me with my Gaelic career, and then bringing it into AFLW as well. So that's definitely one of my strengths, yeah.
What's been the biggest adjustment moving across? Because I would imagine, as you said, you won the All-Ireland last year. It would have been very easy to stay home, keep playing Gaelic football, keep teaching, which I believe you were doing as well. But you've obviously got some guts to pick up everything and move here for a sport that you'd never played. But what's been the hardest part? I mean, the rules in themselves are pretty tricky on their own.
Yeah, there's a lot to try and kind of get your head around. But I suppose for me, the contact I've been finding quite difficult. Just in that Gaelic football, it's not a contact sport. So while I'm playing as a ruck as well, there's definitely a lot of contact there. You're getting your crash and bash in there. So I've been finding that difficult. Ground balls, things that I probably would have found, I thought I would have found easier, like catching the ball high up in the air, marking the ball, ground balls. I thought I'd find it easier, but the shape of the ball just makes it that bit more difficult. So just trying to find my feet with that.
There must have been that bit, though, when you got the ball and scored the fastest ever goal in AFLW history. In your first game, you must have thought, this is actually a pretty easy sport. Why did I come all the way out here?
Oh, it happened so fast, I don't know. I wasn't thinking myself.
Because there's a lot of Irish. How many are there in the AFLW now? There's a lot of Irish.
Yeah, 35 or 36.
Really?
Yeah,
it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And you have 4 Irish players in your team, is that correct?
Or with the Giants, no. I'm the only Irish.
Yep.
Yeah, so they did, in previous years, they had Cora Staunton, and she was the star of the game, and Breed Stack as well, who also was phenomenal. So big boots to fill there.
Talking about the shape of the Sharon, another Irishman, Ty Keneally, who was a legend, won a premiership with the Swans. He'd say chasing the ball around was like chasing a rabbit.
Literally. Yeah, I kind of explained it to my friends back in Ireland. It's like a note that's like blowing away from you, and you're just trying to chase it. It just keeps rolling. So yeah, it's very humbling. Definitely, you're running after it.
That is,
especially with my height as well. Just trying to get down to pick it up is very humbling.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it takes its time.
What about the crew back home? Because as you say, there's a lot of Irish players for them to support now. You're from quite a small town. There'd be some early mornings there for them, and your students would be right behind you too.
Yeah, absolutely. I know a lot of people have reached out to me and have been saying they've been getting up in the middle of the night. So I think it's like 3 or 4 a.m. for them to have to get up to watch the game live. So my family and my friends are all great. They've all been getting up and supporting me. And I think that goal actually happened so quick, my mum and dad missed it because they just couldn't get the stream going on the television. So I think it was only a few minutes later that the commentary had said O'Dowd's goal, and they were like, what? What did we miss? But yeah, no, fantastic support back at home, and having my students behind me as well, it's really special.
So living in Bondi, as I said, lots of Irish players in the league, but lots of Irish in the community. Doesn't spend a lot of time, Scruffy McMurphy's or whatever.
That's the local, yeah. Yeah, there's Irish people everywhere. Coogee, they call it County Coogee. It's like just full of Irish. You don't go there without spotting Irish people. And you can really spot them, like, even if they're not wearing the GA gear, you just know the head of an Irish person. But yeah, no, it's a nice time to be out in Australia playing AFLW as well, just because there's so many Irish here too, that it is like, it's challenging being so far away from my family and my friends, that there are tough days. But the fact that there's so much Irish out here and supporting me all the way, it just makes it that bit easier as well.
When you're playing against other Irish girls, do you often meet up or anything like that?
Yeah, we do, yeah. Just last week there in Melbourne, I met with Jennifer Dunn and Orla Dwyer playing with the Lions. So the Irish are really supportive of each other whenever we're playing each other. We tend to meet up, and yeah, I think like if the Irish even like do well, score a goal, or do something well in a game, we all kind of support each other and just happy for each other to be out here.
Well, you've done very well in such a short amount of time. Congratulations. Look forward to all that you have in front of you.
Thank you.
Brilliant work. Coming up, our champ of the week is next. Stick around. Excellent.
Thanks very much.